There are a lot of different web attacks that can take place, and today we're going to cover the most common ones as a part of the web security monitoring module inside of TryHackMe. My name is Hank Hackerson, your trainer for today, and to get more videos like this one, make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. This is the detecting web attack room that is inside of the web security monitoring module inside of the SOC Level 1 pathway of TryHackMe. The outline breaks down as the client-side attacks, server-side attacks, log-based detection, network-based detection, the web application firewall, and then we'll have our conclusion, final thoughts, and wrap it up. All of these things have been time-stamped in the description below, and I will be breaking them down into their individual videos at the end of this whole editing process, so you'll be able to kind of jump to them if you wanted to. So there'll be the full video as well as the individual breakdowns as well. And all of this really falls under the big topic of web attacks. And then we're going to have other videos that will happen inside of this module that will go into more specific attack types as well, and specific tactics that are executed to launch those types of attacks. And it's a very, very important topic because, as we discussed in the last episode where we were just kind of going over the essentials of web security, web applications and websites and interactions over the web are the most common type of interaction in the world today. And knowing how to secure the enterprise as well as the client as well as yourself in this type of an environment is going to be probably the most important skill set that you will learn as a security analyst. So it's really important for you to understand it. If you have not seen the Web Essentials video, I would really encourage you to watch that, because we do go into a lot of the foundational and basic elements of this, and that kind of everything else builds on top of that video. So I just want to make sure that you actually have access to that. So that being said, a quick little note from Hackaholics Anonymous, and we'll dive deep into it. If you want access to my notes and exclusive downloads, and to get lifetime access to me on Discord, consider joining Hackaholics Anonymous. We have 4 tiers. We have the supporter, the agent, the guardian, and the master. Each tier gets their own Discord server and early access to content. The agent, guardian, and master levels get exclusive content, exclusive downloads, monthly Python automations, live streams with me every single month, plus so much more. And to join, you can simply click the link in the description below, and you will be able to choose the tier for which you want to join. I really hope I see you in the Discord chats. If not, I hope I see you in the comment section. So let's go over the introduction a little bit. Web application attacks are going to be the most common types of attacks that will take place in the current world environment today. The main reason for it is that there are public-facing websites as well as the individual decentralized zone websites as well as enterprise-only websites that will hold a variety of different types of databases and information and functionalities. And depending on who the attackers are and what their goals are, they're going to be focused on attacking individual types of sites or web applications, and all of it falls under your purview as a security analyst. So your job is going to be detecting and securing and engineering the methodologies to make sure that all of these different applications and websites and all that stuff are all secure. So public facing or private really doesn't matter. They're all appealing for attackers. And our job is to learn common client-side or server-side attack types, understand the benefits and limitations of log-based detection, explore network traffic-based detection methods, understand why and how web application firewalls are used, and then practice identifying these things using the various methods that we've covered. So there's going to be some practical exercises that we're going to be doing today as well. The prerequisites for this are going to be the OWASP Top 10, Intro to Log Analysis, and Basics of Wireshark. The Intro to Log Analysis video is already on this channel, so is the Wireshark Basics. The only thing that is missing is the OWASP Top 10, or at least a new version of it. Now, the OWASP Top 10 was recently updated as of 2025. So really what we can do is we can even do this, right? We can actually search for OWASP Top 10 2025. We can go to their website and check out what the various attacks are that have been updated. So this was the previous list. I think it was the 2022 version, the 2021 version. So these are the top 10 attacks against web applications. And the organization of these, like the ordering of these, have changed because certain types of attacks are now more prominent than others. So you'll see the variances between them, and any of these, you can literally click on it, dive deeper into it, dive deeper into it to try to learn more about it and see exactly what it is and how to prevent it, right? This is the piece that's really, really important, because this is essentially what's applicable to us as security folks, right? It's like, okay, cool. It's good to know what it is, right? So broken access control, fine. What is that? That's great to know. But how do we actually prevent that from taking place? And what are some example attack scenarios, and et cetera, et cetera. So it's a really, really powerful resource. And if you're interested in being in the security realm, this is one of the big important resources that you really should become very familiar with, because most things, if not all things, inside of any kind of an environment for a job is going to be done through some kind of a web portal, a web application, a website, whether it's through a cloud service provider, whether it's internal, doesn't really matter. If it's being accessed through the internet and a web browser, or if there's some kind of an application that if they open the app, then it connects to the internet, doesn't really matter, right? So it's like, as long as there's interaction happening with the internet through some kind of a portal, then you need to be aware of all of these things, and you need to get familiar with them and learn how to prevent them from being exploited in your environment. So we have broken access control, security misconfiguration, software chain supply failures, or software supply chain failures. My dyslexia is kicking in today. Cryptographic failures, injection, insecure design, authentication failures, software or data integrity failures, security logging and alerting failures, and mishandling of exceptional conditions. So these are the new items on the top 25. Man, I'm losing my mind. The top 10 list for 2025. That's what it is. This is kind of gnarly. I don't think it's been this bad for a while. So hopefully I'll be able to make it through the rest of the episode today without causing too many confusions for you. So we have the OWASP top 10, log analysis, and Wireshark basics. And these two, again, are on the channel. This is the only one that's not on the channel, but you can always just do a little bit of a deep dive and learn more about it as you do your independent studies. Being that we are using the TryHackMe environment, we do have a virtual machine that's been assigned to us to be able to launch all of our exercises. So you'll be able to do that as well. It seems like we're going to be using Wireshark to go ahead and launch our exercises and do our deep dive. So Wireshark is actually available for you to download for free. It is an open source application. It's available on every single operating system. So if you don't have a membership to TryHackMe, it's all good. You can always just go ahead and download and install Wireshark for yourself, and then you'll be able to run similar exercises to what we're going to be doing today. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to launch this machine right here, and then we're going to go into the client side attack.